Thank you very much, Piyush, for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, Prasad. Glad to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural edition of BE Cafe, our conversations with leading personalities from the world of advertising. In our first episode, joining us is Piyush Pandey, the worldwide Chief Creative Officer of Ogilvy. Piyush is talking to us on the back of a astounding victory at the One Show, and this is a great news coming in, especially in the times that we are living in. So, Piyush, many congratulations. I'm sure the One Show has done a lot to the morale of the Ogilvy workforce the world over.
I'm sure it has. And the very fact, Prasad, that 25 countries have contributed to our tally to make us the network of the year speaks volumes about the width that we have, and it motivates the balance of the 83 countries to try and work harder. And yes, we are all very thrilled, but that night is over. So we're back to tightening our belts and getting on with the game yet again.
I know, you're somebody who always believes in playing on the front foot. Okay, and now you're talking about tightening the belt and, probably being inside the crease. So is that a change in strategy?
No, tightening the belt is, in Hindi, it's called kamar kasna. Kamar kasne ka matlab hota hai taiyar hoke aage badhna. It's not about tightening the belt in terms of...
So it's about padding up, if I may say so.
It's about gearing up.
Yeah.
It's about gearing up. It's not about, leading a restricted life. It is about gearing up to play off the front foot. And yes, we will always play off the front foot. Wicket is bad, but if you only defend your wicket, chances are you'll get out without scoring. Keep the shots in control, but keep making the runs.
Okay, so what's been your advice to your creative teams across the world to keep scoring the runs, even if they are the singles and the doubles?
See, they are all very, very big people who I represent as the leader of the team, but they're all stalwarts in their own countries. I don't think I need to advise them very much. We are a team of mutual respect. We believe in what each country head knows. I don't believe in interfering with the work. So we are kind of a mutual respect society working towards the same goal and keeping connected. We talk to each other all the time, and it's a huddle which I call for. I don't try and manage the huddle.
So it's a huddle in the times of social distancing. Huh?
Yes, you see, social distancing can be physical, but huddles can be mental and from the heart.
Right. So, when these huddles happen from the heart, okay, what are those conversations that happen in the middle of the huddle? If you can take us through that.
Yeah, I think I'll tell you the results of that, of those huddles. Is there's so much of work which is a combined work of many countries. A lot of the work for Burger King espionage was between Madrid and David Miami. Lots of work was between Madrid and Sweden. So when we huddle, we see where we can help each other, how we can collaborate, how we ask each other, how can anyone help you if you have a problem? So the kind of resources available and willing to help each other is huge, and they are all people with influence in their own countries. They can help you at any point of time. All of us can, and that's the spirit.
Could you let us in on some of the examples of the collaboration that happened? So what did each country do and what was the final product like?
It's not about making a kind of a hothouse where everyone contributes to an idea. I think that leads to a mishmash. We respect each other's idea. And if someone needs help by way of any technology, somebody needs help by hands working overnight on something digital, if somebody needs any kind of help. But ideas, I hate gangbang on ideas. We don't believe in gangbangs. People are very, very big in their own countries. They know their ideas. When we are sounded of those ideas, our ideas to support, unless there is something that somebody feels could be done that way, then also it's a suggestion. It's never something that they're supposed to do. It's a sounding board more than anything else.
Okay, Piyush, the wicket has been turning since we last spoke, say 3 months back, and it's become even more dangerous now. So, what are some things that you keep consciously telling yourself each day on how to play the game?
I think the game is to play, as the biggest of the sportsmen have said, play ball to ball on the merit of the ball. And just make sure that just because it's raining right now doesn't mean that you get into a hurry and lose your wickets. Hang in there. The skies are going to clear. The wicket is going to dry up. If you don't have wickets in hand, how will you make the runs later on? So hang in there, hold on to your talent, be supportive. When the clouds are gone, you are in a very strong position to start batting and scoring big shots at that point of time. So right now is the time to hang in there, keep your spirits up. Lots of people have said to me about being restricted. I think restrictions are only to the feet, that we are confined to a location. Restrictions are not to our hands, not to our hearts, not to our minds. We have to go beyond that, and we can handle it.
Lovely. And at this juncture, I would like to ask you, okay, since you would have been in conversations with some of the leading CMOs around the world, what are some thoughts that are coming? What are some messages that are coming from the marketing fraternity?
I think we are very fortunate that we have wonderful clients who are very mature. They sometimes are a big support to you when you might think that I will not play a shot, they are willing to play a shot. So, yes, they are confident people. Yes, they know we are going through a bad time. This is not hunky-dory times for anybody. But each one is giving each other a message of resilience and keeping the morale up and being battle ready when the battle is on. Right now, hang in there, do whatever best you can do. For the clients is hang on to your consumers. For us is to help them do that. And for the clients, it is to support and motivate us to be of greater value to them.
And what's been the most inspiring message you ever got from a client over the last 3 months?
What's the most inspiring
message that you got from a client over the last 3 months?
I think a lot of inspiring messages are there, but
what is something that stuck to your mind?
One thing that stuck to my mind was the announcement when I saw that Asian Paints is going to give increments to its people.
Wow.
Now, everyone may not be in a position to give increments to their people, but that is the larger message of saying that I will hang on to my people. I will motivate my people. I will make sure that those who have created the company are there with me when we play the next round. So some have done it. Asian Paints has gone on the front foot and done it by way of monetary rewards also. There are others who are doing their best. Everyone wants to hang on to talent. And that is, and for me, yes, it is very important because I have no other resource but people. So that kind of reassures you that what you're thinking about your people is actually endorsed by those who have more things in their life beyond people, and yet people are important to them. For us, people are the only thing that are important.
And how are you keeping your people motivated in times like these?
I think the best motivation one can do is to keep talking to them, keep sharing with them, keep listening to them, be empathetic about problems which may not be confined to work, about their families, about life, about like any family member would do with any other family member. So we keep connected, we keep talking, we try and help wherever we can, as much as we can or as little as we can right now. But yes, we are together and we have a huge huddle happening within India and internationally.
Okay, and talking about empathy with employees, do you think the way forward also is going to be a lot of empathy with consumers, especially in the messages that agencies put out?
If you know me well enough, you know that I've always believed in it.
Yeah.
But I hope that there are many more believers in that thinking If there is no consumer, if there is no relationship, then there is no us. There is no client. If we do this job to stay in the business, and to stay in the business, you have to have a relationship with the consumer in good times and bad, and hang in there, hold on. The most valuable thing in life is a relationship. And I think a lot more people will say life is a lot beyond transactions only. Transactions is what pays for our salaries, but relationships keeps our salaries going for years.
Okay, from a consumer point of view, even consumers now keep saying, don't clutter my inbox. So, kind of, how are you ensuring that marketing messages don't go into the spam?
That has always been the principle, Prasad, that your messaging has to be different, has to touch people's hearts. I believed in it, and more so now. You have to remember one thing, and I keep using this example very often, is that if somebody has a tragedy in the family and you have a party in your house,
right?
Please keep the music down. You have to be empathetic to the neighbor also, who might be suffering a little more than you. Like, for instance, the example I use is whenever there was something tragic in my house, the sabji wala with his thela, who used to come out and shout out, bhindi, aloo, tenda, ye, wo, jor, jor se. When there was a problem in the house, he used to walk up to the gate and tell our family retainer, go and ask Mataji, what does she want? He did not shout. So there are lessons that a sabji ka thela can teach you.
So essentially we are saying that advertising needs to pipe the volume down and probably talk to consumers in a voice.
Down or tone down or messaging.
Rhetoric. Tone down the rhetoric.
Yeah, don't. Yes, you have to make a transaction, but make it in a sensible fashion. This is not hunky-dory times.
And do you feel that, like you said, that, a lot more people are jumping into the bandwagon of being, showing off the empathy to the consumers? Do you feel that this is probably going to also lead to an era where
it's a very interesting question. That when I'm in pain, do not be honey and sugar with me all the time.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't start crying out loudly so that if I'm in pain, I think that this is a drama.
Yeah.
You have to talk to people as people, sensibly as people, compassionately as people. Don't overdo this way or the other way. People are smart. End of the day, who's the consumer, Prasad? You are a consumer, I'm a consumer.
Yeah.
How would you like it? And if you put yourself in the consumer's shoes, you will see yourself and you will know what is appropriate and what is not appropriate.
And final question before we hang up, do you feel that in the era of hand washing, purpose washing is going to be happening all around us?
No, I think people are getting cynical about purpose. Cynical at one stage that they're saying that everything is about purpose. I'm saying the people who actually believe in purpose will see a relationship between what messaging are you giving, what product are you selling, and does the purpose fit in? If you try and give a purpose to something which actually doesn't belong in the area of purpose, I think people are smart enough to see through, and people will say, hello, I actually don't see a purpose in your chewing sweet. So be reasonable. Some things have a purpose, some things will not have a purpose. If you're sincere, purpose will always help you. If you're insincerely using purpose, then people are smart enough to see through you and reject you.
And thank you very much, Piyush, for taking out the time. Once again, many congratulations on this.
Thank you, Prasad. The congratulations is to Team Ogilvy Worldwide. I am just a recipient of this congratulation from you, which I will pass on to those who have excelled. And I collected the congratulations on their behalf. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.